All right, let's do this. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kid Love. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. So usually I hit y'all with some plant-based vegan recipes, but today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be sharing a story time, and that is how I was able to pass a kidney stone without surgery and without pain. That's right, passing a kidney stone without any surgery and without any pain. But before I get to that, y'all check out the drip. I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite couples on YouTube, Destiny and Brandon. They recently launched their clothing line called Drip Check. Y'all, is super comfortable, super soft. Y'all, I am a sweats girl, so I jumped all over it, and I'm absolutely glad I did. It is quality, y'all. It's light, it's soft, it's made with organic cotton. So if y'all are interested, I'll drop their website down below. This is not sponsored in any way. I've been following Destiny and Brandon for a while, and I absolutely love what they are doing. It's so much negativity in the world, and they are just over there representing beautiful, healthy black love, y'all. Beautiful marriage, full of fun, respect, appreciation, just love. Y'all, it's a beautiful thing. It's a joy to see, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of how far they've come. So yeah, y'all, I just went ahead and purchased some Drip Check, and I'm loving it. So I just wanted to give a shout out in case y'all are interested. Y'all can check it out in the link below. But let's go ahead and get to it. Quick disclaimer. Do know that I am not a medical or health professional in any type of way. I am not a medical or health expert in any type of way. Make sure that you seek the proper professional or medical expert before you attempt anything in this video. Seek your proper medical care, your doctor, your PCP, whoever. Seek your professional medical expert before you attempt anything in this video. Everything mentioned in this video is due to my own personal experience, my own personal research, and my own personal opinions. All right, y'all, so let's get to it. So, boom. So, this happened back in like February or March of 2021. I had never had a kidney stone before, y'all, but let me go ahead and get into the story. So, back in February of, I think it was like the end of February 2021, I ended up going to use the restroom as usual. Just went to go use the restroom, and I ended up seeing blood in my urine. It was not that time in the month, ladies. I was not in any pain or anything like that. So I was like, what in the world is going on? So of course that alarmed me. Of course that scared me. I was worried after that because I was like, what's going on? I was able to get into the doctor a couple of days later. They ran some tests and saw that I had a kidney stone. Now, I had never had a kidney stone before, y'all. They told me I had a 4.5 to 5 millimeter kidney stone that was stuck in my ureter. If you don't know what a ureter is, that is the thin tube that connects your kidney to your bladder. It's what carries the urine from your kidney to your bladder. So, of course, if I have a stone stuck there, it's going to cause the urine a hard time to get through there. Now, the ureter is about 3 millimeters, and my stone was 4.5 to 5 millimeters. So, of course, my stone is bigger than my ureter, hence why it was stuck. My doctor said that she thought I was going to end up having to have surgery. She said I could probably do maybe a less invasive surgery, which was some type of shock therapy or something like that. Either way, I wasn't down for it. Now, I told her, y'all know how it is when you tell them you believe in natural remedies. I told her that she wanted to give me some prescriptions, something that had to do with a prostate. I know she said it had something, I can't remember, y'all. It had something to do with a prostate and like expanding something, like widening. She was hoping that it would widen the tubes or something like that. But she didn't know if it was going to work or not, and she really thought that I was going to have surgery. She was like, I'll give you 2 weeks to see if you can pass it, but I really don't think it's going to pass. So when I told her that I wanted to do the natural remedies, she was like, the natural remedies may help you feel better, but it's not going to help get rid of this stone. So y'all, I ended up leaving, and then, like I said, she scheduled me to come back in for 2 weeks. A couple of days later, boom, kidney stone attack. Now, when people say kidney stone attack, they mean the pain. That's how you know you got a kidney stone most of the time, because of the pain. Y'all, my side was inflamed. I was in so much pain I could barely walk. It felt like it was on fire on the inside, y'all. It was so painful. Like, imagine this tiny stone. I'm saying tiny, but clearly it's not tiny in the location that it is, and it's stuck and causing all these problems and holds up. Like, imagine it scraping your inside, y'all. It was so painful. So I could barely walk. I want to make sure I get through this, y'all. So let me say this. I could barely walk. I was in so much pain. I had nausea. I had urinary retention. I went to the bathroom literally every 10 minutes. It felt like I had to go, like my bladder was full or something like that. But then when I would try to go, y'all, it was literally just drip, 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 little dribbles. Like, can you imagine how frustrating that is to feel like you have to go so bad, but you can't? It's just like drip, drip, drip. Literally, y'all, every 10 minutes I was running to the restroom feeling like I had to go and I just couldn't, y'all. It was miserable. So anyways, I ended up doing some, okay, what I did remember was just from my asthma days, I remember some anti-inflammatory things. So I was like, you know what, let me make an anti-inflammatory juice shot. Inflammation is inflammation, right? So let me see if this will help. So y'all, I had just enough strength. God gave me just enough strength to get up and make a juice shot. Because I was in so much pain, I could barely walk. I'm not kidding y'all. I was in the bed all day. It hurt to even move. But I had just enough to be able to get up and make a juice shot. Now, in that juice shot, I had ginger. Let's see, I had, where is it, y'all? Make sure I tell y'all this right. Okay, yeah. So in that juice shot, I had ginger root, apple, orange, lemon, turmeric powder, and black pepper. Now, the purpose of the black pepper is to activate that property in turmeric that makes it anti-inflammatory. So, y'all, I had a juice shot. Kid you not. 30 minutes later, my pain, the inflammation, and the nausea subsided. Oh my God, I felt so much better. I was able to get up later. I still lay down, but I was able to get up later, move around, cook, and do all of that, y'all. I'm telling y'all that the anti-inflammatory juice was the truth. Anti-inflammatory shot. Let me be clear, shot, y'all. And when I say a shot, it means you need to make sure that you put in a whole apple. I make sure I put in like a piece of ginger that big, like 2 inches of ginger, a whole apple, a whole orange, a whole lemon. Y'all, a shot, because you want to make sure that it's powerful. If it's a juice, you're going to be having too many ingredients. It's going to be a little more diluted. You want a shot that's going to be really powerful, y'all. That anti-inflammatory shot worked. Praise the Lord. So yeah, y'all, I was able to get up and cook dinner. Now, what I did do was I never had kidney stone before, so I needed to figure out, okay, what causes the kidney stones and what do I need to do to prevent this from happening? So if you're not familiar, there's multiple types of kidney stones. The doctor did not test me to tell me what type of kidney stone I have. Now, I don't know if doctors can only test you when they have the kidney stone in their hand, or if there's some type of levels they can test for in your urine, or some type of specimen or something they can test for in your urine. I don't know. Either way, she did not test me, so either way, she did not tell me what type of stone I had. But based on my research, the most common type of kidney stone is a calcium oxalate stone. And a calcium oxalate stone, just to keep it short, is basically formed by high oxalate foods. Now, this is where it got really annoying and frustrating. When I figured out, I'm like, okay, so let me figure out what the high oxalate foods are. When I tell y'all that the sources on Google were so contradicting, literally, some were saying, oh, the plant-based vegan diet, like the healthy diet, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, green tea, nuts, all type of healthy foods, y'all, high oxalate. But then there was other websites that would say, oh, eggs, cheese, meat, butter, this, that. And it was like, well, which one is it? Y'all, I was so discouraged, literally. I was discouraged. Imagine, I've never been through this before, and I'm like, trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to figure out what's causing it. I'm trying to figure out what to stop doing it. And Google and all these sources out there are being contradicting and conflicting. So I really got discouraged, y'all. And then there was a moment where I literally heard God tell me, what I told you hasn't changed. Literally, y'all. And when he said that, he was talking about the plant-based diet, because he had been on me about really sticking to a plant-based diet. So he was like, what I told you has not changed, because he is the one that led me to do a plant-based diet. So y'all, literally, when he told me that, I'm like, okay. That's when I was like, let me just listen. Let me just keep on doing what God told me to do. Let me stick with this plant-based diet. And let me just avoid the high oxalate foods in the plant-based diet. So let me avoid the spinach. I'll avoid the sweet potatoes, the green tea, the almonds, the beets. I'll avoid all of that. So That's what I did, y'all. So just to keep track with this list, the first thing I would say is, first thing I did was figure out first of all, I got rid of the pain with the anti-inflammatory shot. 2, I figured out what is causing it and let me try to avoid that, which was, the high oxalate foods. 3, I prayed to God, y'all. Yes, I want to be, I would love to tell y'all that that's the first thing I did, but from what my memory was, y'all, I prayed to God. Once I heard him tell me what I told you hasn't changed, that's when I was like, girl, focus. Like, you are overwhelmed right now. Stick with what God is not going to lead you wrong. Stick with what he's telling you. Trust in him. Have faith that he's going to get you through this. And I believe that it can be healed naturally. So y'all, I had faith. I prayed to God and I had faith. Okay? So from there, I ended up doing some more research and I came across a video of this doctor talking about an herb called Chanca. Now, I had never heard of this herb before, and the doctor was basically saying when her patients come to her with kidney stones, she tells them to take this because there's nothing she can do except for surgery, but she advises that they try that first. So I ended up doing my own research on Chanca when she said that, and I saw that it is an herb that's grown in the tropics. It grows in the tropical areas like the rainforest and things like that, and it is also known as a stone breaker. Now, y'all, this was like God saying to me, I was like, you know why? Because when I was doing my research on the kidney stones and what happens when they passes, people were talking about how painful it is to pass. I kid you not, men, women, whatever, God, they were comparing their passing of a kidney stone to childbirth. Some were saying that it was worse than childbirth, and some were saying it was exactly like childbirth. Either way, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have surgery, and I don't want to go through that pain of passing a kidney stone. So I was also believing in God to lead me to how to dissolve the kidney stone. I'm like, there's got to be a way to dissolve it. So I came across that Chanca video. It was a particular brand that the doctor had recommended. That is the brand that I used. I ended up going to Amazon, looked at the reviews, saw the testimonies. People were saying, yes, this works. So I said, you know what? Let me take this Chanca. It's an herb. It's a supplement. Let me go ahead and try this. So I got it like a day or two later. Now, y'all, I took the Chanca per the instructions on the bottle 3 times a day. I took my juice shot, my anti-inflammatory juice shot, twice a day. I did both of these for 3 days. After the 3 days, y'all, the urinary retention was gone. I was able to completely relieve myself. No more dribble and inflamed and things like that, y'all. It was completely gone. I was able to just relieve myself as usual. Gone, y'all. No lie. So the anti-inflammatory shot got rid of the pain. The Chanca broke it down enough for me to be able to let that urine pass. Y'all, okay. So that was the first 3 days. Now, after these 3 days, I was really like, I'm going to do this thing naturally. I'm going to do it. Now, the doctor only gave me 2 weeks. So what I decided was to reschedule my appointment. So I called and rescheduled my appointment. I pushed it out 2 months because I didn't know how long it was going to take. I didn't know whether to do a month. I didn't know whether to do 2 months. I didn't know how long to do. So I said, you know what? Let me give myself 2 months. So I pushed my appointment out 2 months. And I ended up doing these natural remedies for 2 months. What I did for 2 months is the Chanca, the juice shot only did those first 3 days because it got rid of that pain. Now, the Chanca I did every day for 2 months per the instructions on the bottle. The other thing I did was apple cider vinegar water. Now, back in 2015, I remember seeing when I was looking at, I've always been into natural remedies, y'all, so I'll watch them even when I'm not going through something. Thank God I did because, y'all, 2015, I remember seeing these videos about how people were passing kidney stones naturally. And now that I was going through it, I couldn't find none of those videos. Now, listen. Not just YouTube and the internet, but it's people out there. There's higher ups out there that try to get rid of these natural remedy healing videos because I'm telling y'all, I could not find them anywhere. I'm like, what happened? It was so readily available back then. Like, why I can't find any of these videos? Why I can't find this information? But thank God, God brought it back to my memory. What I remember from that video, from those videos, and the thing that I remembered the most was the apple cider vinegar water. That was the thing that they were all doing. Now, so I decided to take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar water and 1 cup of water. And I did that 5 to 7 times a day. Now, I didn't remember the exact measurements. Couldn't remember if they did teaspoons or tablespoons, but I didn't want to risk it. I said, let me go ahead and do 2 tablespoons to knock this thing out. Well, 1 cup of water. I remember it was a little bit of water. And also, they did it a lot throughout the day. Some were doing like every 2 hours or something like that. So I said, let me do 5 to 7 times a day. Now, the apple cider vinegar, let me be clear, the apple cider vinegar has to be unfiltered and it has to be organic. So I took 2 tablespoons, 1 cup of water, did it 5 to 7 times a day. And I did continue this for 2 months. But because apple cider vinegar is acidic, I don't know if it turns alkaline or not inside of your body or whatever, but either way, I just wanted to give my body a break from it. So what I did was do 1 week on and 1 week off. So I would do my 5 to 7 times a day for a week, and then I would take a break from it. The Chanca Piedra, I did not take a break from it. Now, what the apple cider vinegar is going to do is break down the stone as well. So I got 2 things coming at that stone to break it up. I got the Chanca Piedra and I got the apple cider vinegar water. And also, as that stone is breaking up, as it tries to move, if there's any pain, that also helps get rid of that pain because it's breaking it up. It's breaking it up. Now, the other thing that I did was I drank a ton of water. Y'all, I drank 12 to 16 cups of water a day because you want to make sure you flush. I'm like, okay, I got something hammering down that stone, but I need something that's going to push that thing out. So I drank a lot of water, y'all. I drank 12 to 16 cups of water a day. And I started my mornings off with 2 cups of warm lemon or lime water. Because how you break your fast, you know, when you wake up and you wake up from not eating, you're breaking your fast. That's why they call it breakfast, when you first thing you eat. I wanted to make sure that it was clean and pure. Y'all, I was so strict on what I ate during this time because I did not want to build that thing back up. So I drank 2 cups of warm lemon lime water just to get my body nice and warmed and get that thing flowing. And yeah, y'all, so that's what I did. So let me run this back for y'all. The 6 things that I did to pass this kidney stone is 1, I tried to figure out what was causing it. Because I didn't know what type of stone I had, I just went with the common one, and I did that. I avoided the high oxalate foods. 2, I kept the faith. I prayed to God and I had faith. Yes, I was discouraged in the beginning. But after he confirmed with me, what I told you has not changed. I was like, girl, get it together. Keep your faith in God. He's got you. He's going to get you through this. And I prayed to him and I just believed that there was a way to do this naturally. 3, I did my anti-inflammatory juice shot. That reduced the pain. That was the pain killer. Number 4. I did Chanca Piedra. That's the stone breaker. That's the herb that is the stone breaker. Now, be careful with the Chanca Piedra because one thing I noticed is there was so many different types of Chanca Piedra on Amazon. And I remember seeing some peels. There was a Chanca Piedra peels. And when I looked at some of the reviews, some of the negative reviews were real serious. Like people were saying they ended up in the emergency room. Like, do not take. It put me in the emergency room. So y'all, that's why I was comfortable with taking the one that that doctor said she gave all her patients. Because, you know, and then we ain't gonna go there. But yeah, I was like, let me go ahead and go with that one. Because it was a supplement of herbs. So I was like, let me go with that. And then number 6, what number I said was number 4, number 5? Number 5 is the apple cider vinegar water. 5 to 7 times a day, 1 week on, 1 week off. And then number 6 is a ton of water, flushing out my system. 12 to 16 cups of water a day. Started my day off with 2 cups of warm lemon lime water. Now, after the 2 months, y'all, I went into my appointment. 2 months passed. I went into my appointment. The doctor ran the scan. And guess what? There was no stone. There was no stone. There was no stone. Y'all, and she did not believe it. I kid you not. She looked at that scan and she was like, is this your file? Is this right? Hold on, I'll be right back. She went back, did a double check, came back, got the before and the after, and she was like, oh my God, it's gone. She could not believe it. She was stunned. She could not believe it. I was like, praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Like, oh my God. Y'all don't understand. You do not understand. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, y'all, that's what happened. Now, of course, I don't know when it was completely gone. It could have been completely gone after month 1. But like I said, I gave myself 2 months because I didn't know how long it was going to take. But not only was I like, thank you, Jesus, but the doctor was completely surprised as well. So anyways, y'all, let me think if there's anything else I need to tell y'all about this. Let me think. Oh, one thing I want to say, y'all. I'll post the link to the Chancapiedra that I used. I'll post the link down below. Also, y'all can actually see my review because I was so elated that I ended up doing a testimony. I posted a review. I'll post that screenshot here so y'all will see one of my reviews up there. And I actually do a short version of what I did to clear it because I definitely wanted to help people out. Y'all got the longer version, but I did a shorter version on my Amazon review just to let people know in case they needed some help with what to do to clear this thing, clear their kidney stones. Let me see. Yeah, y'all. So that's it. I just had to check to make sure I'm not missing nothing. Let me see. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. That's what I did to clear my kidney stone. No surgery, no pain. Y'all, that's what I want to say. It was no pain at all. No pain from it passing. Like, I didn't go through that whole childbirth pain or anything like that. I would check the toilet looking to see if I see any sediment or stone. Yes, there was a little cloudiness. I guess that was like the sediment of the stone. I don't know. But y'all, it was gone. I didn't feel no pain. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't feel no pain. And it was gone. No surgery. So yeah, y'all. I hope y'all find this video helpful. Listen, if you did, give it a thumbs up. Even if you are not going through this right now, like I told y'all, I wasn't going through it when I first heard people saying that they were clearing out kidney stones with apple cider vinegar and water back in 2015. Who knew 5 to 6 years later that information was going to come in handy because I could no longer find it anywhere. It was wiped clean off of YouTube. I couldn't find it anywhere, y'all. So, y'all, give it a thumbs up because when you hit the like button, it actually pushes this video so more people can see it. You never know who you're going to help, y'all. And there's no point in doing surgery if you do not need it, in my opinion. Now, listen, let me drop this disclaimer. I am not a medical or health professional in any kind of way. So before you attempt anything on this video, make sure you seek the proper advice. Seek the proper expert advice before doing anything on this video. Everything shared in this video is just my personal experience and my personal opinions. So please, my personal experience and my personal opinions. So please make sure that you seek the proper medical professional before you do or attempt anything on my video. I'm just here to share my testimony with y'all. And like I said, if you found it helpful, even if you didn't find it helpful, it may help someone else. So hit that like button because you never know who needs it. You never know if you're going to ever need it. So, or if you're going to need it or when you're going to need it. So anyways, y'all, hit that thumbs up. I hope you find it helpful. If you have any questions, drop them off in the comments below. If you'd like to be notified whenever I post, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon will ensure you get notified whenever I post. Follow your girl on Instagram. But until next time, y'all, it's your girl, Kia Love. Peace and love.